see Roland Buell back for the serve. To Becky, to Krivonic, and she has not ready for that. As she serves once again to Butler, the outside hitter, and there's a little fumble up by the net.
So granted, it's not something you want to see, but it does work because it drives them to keep fighting a little bit more.
Colonials Fisher tips it over. Butler with the set for the Knights as it's passed over by Roland Buell. Fisher with the set. But to Becky J, hits it into the blockers of Fairleigh Dickinson and is tipped right, has a 3-point lead over Robert Morris. To the back set to Fisher, to Krivonic, who hits it into the backcourt, set by Butler, to Gibbons, hits to the backcourt once again, Butler to Gibbons once more as she's tipped over, but Krivonic is right there to save it, to Sydney Sizemore, back to Krivonic, Arna Fisher with the set to Kristen Thompson, but she's blocked up front. Arna Fisher with the set once again to Melissa Bograd, to Sydney Sizemore with the spike. And, oh, but it is saved by Fairleigh Dickinson and hit back over the net. To Fisher, back to Sizemore who spikes it right in. And the Colonials were not prepared for that. Once again for the serve. Hit over Butler with the set. Backcourt hit. We have Bograd once again setting it up for her hitters. Pushed into the backcourt. Butler with the set to Gibbons. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there as we have to get that first set, that first point of a set.
Oh, it's definitely important. It sets the tempo for the beginning, especially when you get a big roll going 2 or 3 points to start out. You really want to be able to get, as we were just saying,
with the set, or with the serve. To Butler, who's tipped over, but Hong is right there to try to save it. To Slobakov, but we have a little bit of a volley fumble, but we have Fisher right there just to save it as Melissa Bograd pushes it right back over. Hong with the save to Butler, to Gibbons, who just tips it off of her fingers and rolls it and keeps. Sacred Heart is leading 16-10. I could not communicate today with everybody, but we appreciate everybody staying tuned on the NEC Network where the Colonials are taking on Fairleigh Dickinson. As we have a point, as we have MacGyver back for the serve. Little miscommunication, Becky J with the save, but Surgott gets it over the net to Butler. Across court to Krivonsky, who is blocked right up front by Krivonic and Becky J. And Krivonic is going to be back for the serve for the Colonials.
Quick update, Sacred Heart again at game point against St. Francis, 24-19.
And we see an absolutely beautiful kill by Arden Serve. Here into the backcourt, Fisher with the set, over to Kristen Thompson, who hits it, but is saved by Bograd. Fisher with the set once again over to Sizemore, who just tips it over. Butler with the set of her own, who's pushed over by the Knights. Fisher with the set to Kristen Thompson and hits it just down spot as we see low setter here with the serve. Fisher with the set over. Butler with the set of her own over to Latin. As we see Bograd setting it over for Erica Robb, who hits it. As Butler tries to set it, but kind of just pushes it back to low setter, who instead of pushing it over the net, pushes it. We see Donovan coming out while Bograd comes in to take her position. Fisher to set to Kristen Thompson, who hits it and is deflected wide.
And we definitely are.
Bograd with the serve over. Butler with the set over to her hitter. Bograd to save it, but oh, it is saved by Surgott. And free ball over by the Colonials. Job well done. Butler with the set for them. But it's just too much. Where Fairleigh Dickinson is at set point. Fisher with the set over to Erica Robb, who hits it. And miscommunication was in.